where police say the scheme started. Matthew Wilson came to this church claiming he needed money because of a brain tumor. He ended up getting thousands of dollars, but police say it was all bogus. The Oil City Free Christian Church is a small but tight congregation, and news that someone took advantage of its generosity is difficult for its pastor, Eric Remer.
As Christians, you really have to sort of make sure that you guard your heart against becoming jaded or cynical in the aftermath of something like this.
Oil City police say this man, Matthew Wilson, told the pastor and church members that he had a brain tumor and needed money to help pay for injections. The church stepped up, giving him $400 from its mission and a building account. Then about a month later, Wilson got $1,000 more. Authorities say he even signed receipts promising to pay the money back. But investigators say it was a scam, calling his illness an imaginary, fictitious brain tumor. No one answered at the address listed for Wilson today when we tried to get his side of the story. Police say he also got cash to pay for a hotel, to settle a debt, and to pay off a warrant. In all, he allegedly stole about $2,500 from the church and members, plus broke a $450 generator that he borrowed. Pastor Remer says his church members are passionate about helping those nearby.
You'd like to help your neighbors. You like to help the people right in your own backyard.
And he doesn't think this betrayal will stop them.
So it's a pretty loving, close-knit congregation, so I don't think they'll become cynical as a result of this.
Wilson's charges include forgery and theft. He's set to face a judge in 1 week. Reporting in Oil City, Bob Hazen, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.
A woman injured in a fire at her home in Coraopolis has died. The medical examiner says Karen Tomko suffered burns to 80% of her body. She died Monday morning at UPMC Mercy. Crews were called late Sunday night to the home on 4th Avenue after an oxygen tank burst into flames. Her husband was also injured. No word on his condition tonight. Tomko's death has been ruled an accident.
A Latrobe woman facing charges of sexually assaulting an underage girl. 26-year-old Kara McDowell was arraigned in Blairsville's magistrate court this morning. She was released on an unsecured bond. State police in Indiana say McDowell had repeated sexual contact with a 13-year-old girl. McDowell's preliminary hearing is set for next month.
A federal judge schedules a competency hearing for a man accused of stalking and harassing an FBI agent. 47-year-old Frederick Banks, is accused of posting a Craigslist ad back in June looking for sex and listing the agent's name and phone number. The judge believes Banks has a mental problem, but Banks denies that and has fought to represent himself in court. The agent used to work in Pittsburgh and is helping to send Banks to prison back in 2003 for a case which involved sales of pirated computer software. A 19-year-old man is behind bars tonight, accused of robbing 2 teenagers of a hoverboard at gunpoint. Now, according to the Beaver County Times, Raekwon Wanamaker of Aliquippa allegedly robbed the teens on Saturday night. When he was arrested a short time later, officers found that hoverboard as well as a loaded handgun and a bag of cocaine. He's charged with robbery and aggravated assault with a weapon.
Saved at the last minute, the Allegheny County Treasurer ready to padlock Latitude 360 out in Robinson Township for failing to pay more than $45,000 worth of drink taxes. But right before it was set to be closed, the entertainment venue paid up in full to authorities. Revenue from the county's drink tax is used to fund Port Authority public transit. The venue's owner couldn't be reached for comment.
A car crashes and then bursts into flames.
He got the guy out. Lucky you did. He would have died.
Yeah, the dramatic rescue caught on camera that has neighbors calling one man a hero.
And before you make dinner, you are going to want to hear this. Why a common kitchen item is being pulled off store shelves and the dangers it can cause.
People pretending to be county agency workers trying to gain access into senior citizens' homes. We'll have the information you need to hear.
All right, this breaking news just into our newsroom and coming out of Lawrence County tonight. A pickup truck and a semi-truck have collided. It's happening along Route 422 near Young Road in Slippery Rock Township, we understand. Crews are telling us the 18-wheeler is flipped onto its side. Now, Route 422 is closed in that area right now. We have no word on any injuries as of yet. We do have a crew on the way to that scene, and we will bring you updates as soon as we get more information.
Now on to this, a dramatic rescue, all caught on camera. Take a look here. A firefighter rushing to the scene of that fiery car crash, risking his own life to pull the driver out of that car. That firefighter wasn't even dressed in his uniform before running toward the danger.
Witnesses in the area tried to help, but say the flames were just too fierce. They say the man's rescue was nothing short of a miracle.
With the gas tank burning, it was burning right under the gas tank, and it could have blew up any time. You could say it's his job, but he is a hero as far as I'm concerned.
A hero indeed. The driver of the car was rushed to the hospital after that crash. No word on his condition tonight.
Overcrowded parking lots, an inconvenience to so many.
But even more so to disabled citizens living right here in this area. Up next, Action News investigator Bopti Imam tells us about the dangerous problem they're facing and what the Port Authority is doing to fix it.
And it's been a staple in Times Square for more than a decade. But tonight, it's closing its doors for good, where you won't be able to go the next time you visit New York City. Trying to find parking at a Port Authority lot is difficult, especially when you're living with a disability. It's an ongoing problem, an overcrowded lot that's affecting one of our most vulnerable populations.
Pittsburgh's Action News 4 reporter Bopti Imam explains why some are pushing for violators to pay more fines, Bopti.
Yeah, and this is really frustrating, Jackie and Andrew, for so many people. The Ross Park and Ride is served by 2 bus routes, and it's popular in the North Hills. It's easy, accessible, and just 10 minutes to downtown. And that's why it's increasingly overcrowded. After we got a viewer complaint, we stopped by the lot for a few days to see just how bad it really is. For 7 years, Jeremiah Brown has steered his Ford into this Ross Park and Ride. But lately,
it's a daily struggle. You know, it's stressful. You never know what the parking scenario is going to look like.
parking here may be a pain for you and me, but it's worse than an inconvenience for Brown. He has to struggle to get out of the car. He has to grab his cane, then shift out of his seat and slowly work his way out. Brown has cerebral palsy and needs to park close to the bus stop. Today, he parked illegally. See, his car is inside those white lines. Like most days, he says he could not find an open spot for persons with disabilities.
There's been a continuing problem with accessible handicap spaces.
We found 4 other drivers with handicap placards also forced to park inside the white lines.
Almost every day.
Judy Navratil, who has a broken kneecap, is one of them.
If I have to, I can try to find someplace else to park and walk up, but I don't know. I thought that's what handicap parking spots were for.
Another day, we found drivers without handicap placards parking in the designated handicap area. Again, no spaces left.
So I parked alongside a curb and was towed away by Port Authority.
The fine? Up to $200. Still, you can see some find it worth the risk.